Hey, Tony Gaskins here, popping in. Um, don't have much time. I wish I could go a whole hour, but I got my 1972 car out there warming up, so I ain't got much time. I got to go gas it up tonight. I'm driving it tomorrow. And so I got about 20, 30 minutes. But I kept getting this question, and this is a hard question to answer because women always get upset and take things personal when it may or may not be talking about you. You may need a one-on-one coaching session to know if it's talking about you. And now listen, everybody is beautiful in the sight of the Lord, but beauty is in the eye of the beholder. When the Lord behold you, you beautiful. To somebody else, you might be pretty. Somebody else, you might be cute. Somebody else, you might be fine. Somebody else, you might be hot. Somebody else, you might be decent. Somebody else, you might be looks challenged. Different people view people differently. So each of us is somebody cup of tea. Each of us is somebody cup of castor oil. Each of us somebody Hennessy. You see what I mean? So you can't really, this is not a one size fits all. And a lot of times women ask, why did the grown boy choose me? What you got to realize is the grown boy want to choose everybody. He want to choose anybody he could choose. The more important question, which you may not be asking, is why did I choose the grown boy? Why did I continue to stay after the grown boy chose me? Because see, the grown boy want to choose every single woman, but he can only get so far with certain women. And so what you have to develop is instead of feeling like, why me, why me, why me, you have to define, who am I? What do I want? What do I deserve? Now, on average, okay? It's on average. All right? Google on average and see what that means. This may or may not be talking to you. So on average, a man, a grown boy, is looking at a woman. Gotta watch my time now. Is looking at a woman based on society's standard of beauty. And here's what we understand as humans. It's certain people, like when I was growing up, some women used to say to me, you look like a player. And I'm like, what does a player look like? Do I got player written across my forehead? Now, was she lying? Absolutely not. I was slap dog. So she was right. You see how we could judge people? You look like the quiet girl. You look like loose booty 901. You look like the church girl. You look like the smart girl. See, in criminology, they actually used to determine criminals based on bone structure. Oh, your bone too big. You look like you like to kill. See that occipital lobe? You going to prison because the eyebrow bone is too big. In criminology, way back in the day, they used to look at bone structure to determine who a criminal and who's not. That's when I learned that people with a round face and big round eyes look more naive, gullible, or innocent. People with sharper jaw structure don't look as innocent. When you look at people, you read them. Some people can read very keen. Some people really off. Now, one thing about me, always been pretty keen on reading people. And I don't know what it is, but I see a person and I see their whole life story. And I know sometimes my wife be like, will he hush? I wish he hush. But I'll see somebody on TV or I see somebody and I just say, okay, yeah, he like men. And he like to watch GAY, nasty movies. I can see it on him. He got that right there, spirit on him. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, he like women of other races. but he got this woman of his same race as a cover up, but he actually liked this other. And it just come to me. It like Joseph interpreting a dream. And and when I talk to my clients, they'll say, you know, can you look at my picture and tell me what I'm sending off? And I tell them, okay, you're very loving, but you also got your bad side is really bad. And I just could look at them and I could see it. And they said, wow, you just described me to a T. Guess what? I'm not the only one that's like that. And to be honest with you, it's more so a gift or a curse that men have. And so men read people in 0.5 seconds. Because see, what you got to realize is a man was created also for hunting and for war. And so you got to be able to read and assess the situation. Whereas some women may be more unassuming, a little more gullible, and can give people too much of a benefit of the doubt. And so when a man looks at a woman, you can't determine what he sees, and you don't get to choose what he sees, but what you get to choose is truly who you are. And what you have to understand is that we all are a window. So if I'm doing something and I think I'm hiding it, you can see right through it. You can see right through what I'm doing. If I come on here and I'm going live every single night, I ain't even been able to shoot the last few days. If I'm going live every single night, Tony going through something. He needs some donation. Like, what's going on? You gonna start to question some stuff. You gonna start to, what's going on? His financial situation all right? He's all on YouTube a lot. You'll start to question some stuff because you reading into it. So see, when a man look at a woman, he's looking based on societal's beauty standards. So, you know, we use celebrities and people in the media just because they public figures as examples. And you have a look that could be famous. In my very first book, I talked about like the Cicely Tyson look, and I talked about like the Beyonce look, and you know who else you got out there? Can't remember that lady. Viola Davis. Who else you got there? Kerry Washington. You know, these different women, right? Now, society, the media, Hollywood, gave all them a job. So it's not really saying anything. But when you look around and you see, okay, Victoria's Secret runway models, who are they using? What's their height? What's their weight? You know, different skin complexions. But you look at a magazine, the models, who on Swimsuit Edition on ESPN, do they use all body types? You know, do they have, you know, a Sigourney Weaver in there or Ashley Graham in there? I don't know if I'm saying these names, or I don't know if I really know these names. With a Adriana Lima and you know, Beyonce, Carrie Hilson or whoever. Do they use all the different shades, all the different sizes, or do you see mostly one type of shape, one type of height? I remember when I used to look at modeling sites, it'll have a height requirement. Women had to be 5'9". Back in the day, women had to be 5'9" to be a runway model, to be a model. Men had to be 5'11". I just missed the cut. I was in there on tippy toes. Hey, now hold on. I'm 5'11". What you talking about? I barely missed the cut. But what you have to realize is people judging you based on society's beauty standards. So when a man looks at a woman, he goes through, a grown boy, he goes through the checklist. Okay. Skin complexion, height, weight, body shape, body type, smile, skin texture, skin health, hair color, hair length, hair health, fingernails, toenails. He's going through a checklist. And then what he's doing is he's comparing you based on society standards. The grown boy, listen to me. Listen to me. Oh. Listen to me. He comparing you based on society standards. So what the issue is, I don't want to let my car run too long out there, man. It's warming up. The car done ran off on me. What the issue is he assumes that for everything that you have that is outside of societal norms of beauty, the beauty constructs, that has taken a ding in your self-esteem, and that you are insecure about that. And I was talking to a client earlier today who, she's a brown-skinned woman. I don't know, maybe my color or shade or too darker, I'm not sure. But and we were talking about how she fell in love with her complexion. Even though she grew up around all Caucasian girls. And I was talking to her about how so many brown-skinned women take it personal when they see a man that's their color with a woman of another race or another complexion even. And they internalize it and say, oh, I must not be good enough because all of these men, and it's really not all of them, it's just the ones that you highlighting. Because if you insecure about something, your weight, your skin complexion, your height, your race, your smile, your skin, when you're insecure about something, you notice it on everybody else. When my teeth were crooked, I ain't looking people in their eyes. I just was looking in their mouth. Let me see if they got what they got. Let me see if they got one of these teeth hanging like I got. I'm looking in their mouth. I'm watching movies, TV. I ain't looking at nothing. I'm missing all the action moves because I'm looking right at teeth, trying to see who teeth crooked. So I can feel, hey, teeth crooked. Hey, careful. I wanted to try to feel good. So when we see somebody that's like us in the media, we like, yes, okay, yes. All right, man made it. He 5'10". You watching the NBA? Oh, man, he 5'10". That mean I could have made it if I would have just worked a little harder. Make you feel good. I'm watching the NBA, everybody over 6 foot. I'm demoralized. Like, man, I'm a scrub, man. Dang, Lord, why you couldn't give me 2 more inches? Like, you supposed to love me. And we take offense to that. So what happened is, in reality, it does affect our self-esteem. So a grown boy says, okay, she built like this. Society says this build is the best build. So she most likely is insecure about her body. And she feels less than, and she feels that she doesn't have the same options as this woman who is shaped like this. So she's going to put up with more. She's going to give more of herself, and she's going to do more for a man because she doesn't have a plethora of options. But this woman over here, if she is who is being praised in the media, she is going to have a line wrapped around the corner of men, of potential suitors who want her hand in marriage. So she's going to be much more picky. And now this deep. I got to turn the comments off, boy, because y'all going to be sensitive. One thing I used to notice, and I don't know how, this is something I used to notice. What I used to notice is that the quote unquote pretty girls was broker, driving the little raggedy Altima or a little raggedy Toyota Tercel, and they got to roll down the window and stick their arm out the window. Now, hey, this ain't no holes on my shirt. Now, these breathe holes, because y'all, these breathe holes, this is how the shirt made. Ooh, Tony had a hole under his shirt, girl. Ooh, all All that YouTube, he can't afford no shirt. Oh, breathe holes under the shirt. That's how the shirt made. It's Lululemon. This is a Lululemon shirt. And they got to reach their arm out the window and grab that handle, pull the handle, and then get out. Then stick the hand back in there and roll the window up. Open the door and roll the window up. Or they got to stick their leg out, get their leg out the window, to climb out because the door don't work. And I just used to notice that. And then I see a nice Camry or a nice Altima, nice Maxima with some 18s on it, some 20s on it. And the lady that'll get out would be outside of what America or the country or the world says is beautiful. She may be built different. She may have a different height, just a different build, a different look. And what I was noticing is the women who thought they was pretty was being taken care of, meaning they just grind. They grind on average now. When I say on average, well, I know I'm a tractor and I drive a nice car. Listen, I said on average. And so what I was noticing is that the other women who was getting overlooked, they were about their grind. They was on their grind. They going to medical billing school. They going to cosmetology school. They going to RN school, LPN school, because they being overlooked, so they not distracted. They just focusing and they grinding. They becoming doctors, lawyers, pharmacists, business owners. And when you look at them, America is not praising them. Or the world, if you live in another country, is not praising them. I saw a couple of millionaire women who were self-made through social media selling products that they got from overseas, hair, oil, or makeup. But their look, on a lot of them, their look is not highlighted and celebrated in America. So they were overlooked. But then once they get a bag, they get that bag to their name. Now they got a husband or a girlfriend. But you take that $1 million a year off the table, their husband or their wife did not want them. You see what I'm saying? So grown boys, what they doing is they looking for the come up. I had the video where I was talking about the RN money. And then all the LPNs got mad. And it's like, listen, ain't nobody knocking your hustle. Ain't nobody putting you down. All I'm saying is that a grown boy, he going for what he has heard is where the money at. God bless you. You doing good. You make more money than RNs as an LPN. Okay. Here go a cookie. Here go you a cookie. I'm like, wow, y'all mad about that? See, that's your problem right there. You get mad by what a wrong. It's like you trying to be Pick Misha. Oh, I'm an LPN. I make more money than RN because I work more hours than she do. She work 40 hours. I work 8 hours, so I make more than what she make. So the grown boy need to want me too. Pick me, grown boy, because I'm an LPN. I'm like, wow. Like, you ought to be happy. Like, okay, I'm going to just keep my LPN on the A. Since the grown boy looking for an RN, because that's what he think got the money, go right ahead. I'm going to stay right over here at the LPN with my other little specialization and certification, and I make more than an RN, but I'm going to stay right over here under this title. You see what I'm saying? But see, that's the thing. A lot of women trying to get picked by a grown boy. And a lot of women is not bringing just character to the table. They trying to bring money to the table. And they using the money to their advantage. And so a lot of women is trying to buy a man. He can afford Sonic drive-thru. You know Sonics with all the flavorful drinks. He can afford Sonic drive-thru. But she, Sonic, I ain't had no Sonic since the video game, Sonic the Hedgehog. No offense or anything like this, but I'll pay for it if I have to. But I'm more of an Ocean Prime 112 type of woman. Papadillos, papados. I'm more of that type of woman, like elegant, classy. So now you got a grown girl, got this grown woman who she buying the grown boy. So the grown boy like, oh, well, I was going to treat. I mean, we were going to Sonic to get us a cherry Sprite and a corn dog, but all right, you want to take me in there to get that Chilean sea bass for $89? Okay, go right ahead. You see what I'm saying? So he looking at you and he judging you. He's judging you, and then he's trying to see if you're going to show him otherwise. And I remember when I thought I was coming up on me something easy, when I was young, probably 14, 15. And I remember trying to holler at a young lady because I thought I'm finna get my little easy one off because she didn't fit inside of the beauty standards. So I thought she was finna be happy that I was talking to her because she wasn't getting no attention. And to my behest, that's not no word, but I just like it right there. To my behest, she was like, she had a thick old tongue. I realized, I don't do that. I don't get, that ain't me. That ain't me. I don't do that. I was like, you turning me down? You seen the girls at school that I could talk to? And I'm trying to talk to you. And I was just trying to come up. Just get my little practice in. That's what grown boys do. I was a grown boy. That's why you see so many grown boys dating industry workers like scrubbers, escort, all that. OnlyFans. That's why they date them type of women, because those women have been turned out, for lack of a better term. They've been turned over to a reprobate mind, so they're a little easier. So they go to them to get their practice in. Might even slip up and get one of them pregnant. And the young lady now, she finna get her $10K a month off the millionaire for the next 21, 22 years. So she's like, okay, thank you. You just retired me from King of Diamonds. All right, thank you. You squirting it in there, and she catching it right on in there. Got this. That little Jimmy Jr. And she excited. And so men, they will try to pick and look and see. And as a woman, what you have to do is you got to know who you are. Because the somebody you beautiful, the somebody you looks challenged. That don't matter what the beholder eyes is beholding. What matter is who you say you are. Okay, all right, let's get real. I got to go in 7 minutes. I hope my car don't be done cut off on me out there. Just got me a 72 out there now waiting on me. And so what matters is what you say. So he might come to you because you got money. He might come to you because he think you insecure. He might come to you because you too tall, you too short. He think you got a little more weight on you. He think you don't got enough weight on you. I done seen recently here, I've been seeing more and more women who, backside look like this here. And just got a little line. Just like a long bite. I'm like, Lord, do she eat? But God bless her. All right, Lord, God bless her. Everybody built different. Lord, okay, maybe she run cross country. Maybe she triathlete. But I thought the Lord gave everybody at least a little curve back there, just a little hump. But God bless her. God bless her. So a man, it ain't just a man picking a woman who voluptuous. He might be picking a woman who, what they used to call toothpick. Because she may be insecure, like, man, I was sitting here, oh my God, I done did 99 squats, and I still ain't got no thighs. I still ain't got no booty. They're talking about look back at it. I broke my neck trying to see. And so she upset. So a grown boy, he gonna try different ones. If you white and you in a black area, he might feel that you scared and you insecure. He wants you. Because you're going to put out, he think you're going to put out more, you're going to give more, because you stick out like a sore thumb. If it's vice versa, you black, and you in a white area, around all white people, he might pick you, because he feel like you desperate. You're going to put out more. So you have to know who you are, so when he come to try you, you're not doing the most. You're not desperate. You're not trying to buy a man. You ain't trying to wine and dine him. You ain't trying to give to him. If he ain't giving to you, you ain't trying to win him like that. You doing what you need to do. You know who you are. You know what you want. You not bending over backwards. You letting him court you. You letting him show and prove that he is a grown man, not a grown boy. See, understand this now. Understand this. Now, and here go a test. Here go a test. And this is the test that a lot of people do not do. A lot of people do not do this test. Me being a former matchmaker, I learned what looks are attracted to what looks. Yes, you have exceptions to the rule, but on average, this look likes this look. This look likes this look. On average, you have exceptions to the rule where you're going to have a hedgehog dating a giraffe. You're going to have a lion dating a warthog. You have exceptions to the rule, but it's few and far in between. What you have to do is go back to 6th to 8th grade. 9th grade at the max. Because see, some people are already a phenom at 9th grade. And this don't count for you if you was rich, well off, and you showed it and people knew it. It don't count. Because people back then wanted you for the wrong reason, wanted to be your friend for the wrong reason. You have to go back to look at the level of woman or the level of men that wanted you in the 8th grade. You see what I'm saying? That wanted you in the 8th grade. And you got to remove money. Remove money, remove status. You see what I mean? So you can't do it with yourself, but okay, look at a 8th grade Seal and an 8th grade Heidi Klum. Are they going to the 8th grade dance together? Look at an 8th grade Jay-Z and an 8th grade Beyonce. Are they going to the 8th grade dance together? You see what I mean? Look at an 8th grade Barack and an 8th grade Michelle. Are they going to the 8th grade dance together? See, that's when you tell if the connection is authentic and pure. Because the way the human brain works, the first component of a relationship is attraction. So you're not going to have a lion that is going to be attracted to a squirrel. The lion is going to be attracted to a lioness. You see what I'm saying? So when you bring it back, you able to see who is in an authentic situation. Now, you can also look at the present, because some people grow into themselves. Okay, probably nobody wanted you in 8th grade because you hadn't grown into your lips. You hadn't grown into your nose. You will curse with your daddy nose, and he had a full set of nostrils, and here you are with this little body, big head, and the nose. And see, some people nose, I remember I had some homeboy, nose was like this. Nose sit out here. Well, in the 8th grade, you right. Oh, I smell spaghetti for dinner next Wednesday. I had a homeboy, had a nose like this, and they used to call him Nostradamus. Hey, boy, what's cooking for next week? Hey, Nostradamus. So guess what? At 8th grade, that nose like this, it's not going to work. But at 30, all right, the nose fit his face. Nose fit his face. But now, his daughter got his nose. So she in the 8th grade smelling everything, and her rest of her body don't fit her nose. Now when she 20, now she done grew into her nose. So this thing, one size fit all, it don't always work. Because who didn't want you in 8th grade might want you at 20 because you done growed into yourself. And growed into them lips and the nose that will pass down to you from your daddy. So you got to understand that. But when you look at a couple and you look at your situation, you got to ask yourself, okay, how many people wanted me like this here? How many people wanted me like this here? Who wanted me? So it's like this right here. The girl who was praised by society, she was light skinned with flat stomach, breast, booty, green eyes, long hair. That's what the industry, the modeling industry, called racially ambiguous. Because she can look black, she can look Hispanic, she can look black and white, she can look like a white woman with a real serious tan. They could change her hair, spray tan her or pale her out, and she just cross over different. She could look Asian, she could look black and Asian, she could look Mexican and black, Hispanic, black. She could look different things. And so they used to like to use that look. They would like to use that look in modeling because they say, look, if we use a black person, that's, the color of this hat, all of our white clientele is going to be upset and feel like these clothes is not for them. If we use a white person that's the color of this here mouse, all of our black clientele is going to feel like it's not for them. But if we use somebody the color of this here sign, they finna hit the Asian, the Hispanic, the black, the white. And so what happened is that became the look. And it was, we believe whatever the media portrays. So we saw that as beauty. When that person with that skin color was going through stuff in school talking about, I feel like an Oreo. I remember a little boy about that color told me he feel like an Oreo. So he said, I don't feel black enough for the blacks. I don't feel white enough for the whites. But guess what? The modeling agency, come here. You right enough for us. Get on right here in this ad. So now he getting money. So now the rest of us who too dark or too light, we looking at them like, well, you getting all the money. You in the Disney commercials. You in the Nike commercial. So I guess your skin color just the skin color. Congratulations. And so the rest of us, we salty. But then you got a month to where they finna use this color. This y'all month, February. Okay, May, we've gonna use y'all. So every now and then, everybody get their time in the sun. But for the majority, we saw a certain standard of what the world says is beautiful. And then that's how we're judged. So back in the day, the woman who looked like, I would say, Lori Harvey. That type of woman who looked like that right there, which we don't know if she done got any work done, but somebody who they get their stomach flat with a couple of abs. And I come in to know who she was because my wife showed me. She was like, ain't she pretty? I'm like, this a setup. My wife, ain't she pretty? She's beautiful. I said, let me see her. No, she look like a cartoon character. Look like Penny Proud from the Proud family. That what you think look good? I'm like, you're not finna get me. I'm not finna be like, oh, yeah, man, she look good, baby. No, look like Penny Proud. Look like a character to me. Get your phone. You see what I'm saying? My wife tried to get me. But I say this to say, that's what society prays for whatever reason. All the rappers, all the singers fighting over. Who else they fighting over like that? Nobody. So one thing I know is I say, okay, if I go to my DMs and people shooting they shot, and if they look like that right there, or like a Victoria's Secret model, I think back to 8th grade. What did they look like in 8th grade? Did that type want me? No. That type wanted they was in 8th grade, but they wanted to date the 12th grader. They were fast. They had them legs open, or they had their hand open, and they wanted to date the dope boy. The ones who, so for me, if one of them came at me, one of these Victoria's Secret models, or one of these women that's being praised all in the media for how they look, you don't want me. Don't even get out my face. You don't want me. You wanted the dope boy because you wanted to have money. You want to have outfits to come to school in, and the dope boy used to buy you 10 new outfits every semester, and you come in school looking like you got money. But you had to change clothes once you got to the school bathroom because you had to wear the clothes your mama bought you to school. Then you had to change back into your mama outfit that she bought you before you went home, because you dating a dope boy and your mama didn't know you were dating an 18, 20-year-old man when you were 13 years old. So you get out my face. Get out my face. Don't come over here now because you see I done went on TV, done made a little bit of money, done built a little brand new. Get on out of here. This is what I would say if I was a single person. People not doing that. They like these rappers. I ain't gonna say no name because some of these rappers like to shoot. But look at some of these rappers. Come on now. And look at that baby mama. Come on now. You look at this rapper and you look at his baby mama. Do they look like they dated in the 8th grade? Absolutely not. That woman wouldn't even look that man way. In the 8th grade, he was her teddy bear. Hey there, Ricky, how you doing? Hey, Ricky, let me have some money for lunch. That's who he was. Hey, this my big brother, Ricky. Hey, Jamal, don't be intimidated by Ricky. You see how look what Ricky got. Ricky thing bigger than mine. What you getting jealous of? I love Ricky. This like my little teddy bear. This like bro. This my brother. That's what he was in 8th grade. But now, he become an athlete, NFL player. He on that O-line, that D-line. Same size, just a bigger version of what he was in 8th grade. Now he got this old petite, highly desired woman. That's his wife. That's his girl. Bruh, come on now. Now you know good and well that woman with you for that money. Come on now. And that's what she been about since 8th grade when she was dating the dope boys who done dropped out of school and was just selling drugs. 18, 19 years old and she 13. Hey, I done went over my time. Y'all see how I be going? I got to go. But this here I try to explain a little bit because people get in their feelings because all of us is ugly. Okay? Looks challenge. I'm going to change that. In somebody's eyes. And so when something like this talking, everybody think it's about them. And some people don't think it's about them. And it might be about them. But they don't think about, oh, he ain't talking to me. Who he talking about? Ooh, she look bad. He ain't talking to me. Oh, I look good. Eyebrow. And so, to each their own. But what you got to realize is this grown boy, he choose you because of what he read on you. He read gullible. He read naive. He read easy. He read insecure. He read one of those things. And then you got to ask yourself, is this true? Man, I was a little gullible. I was a little naive. I was a little insecure. I did let him get away with too much in the first 6 months. I did ignore a lot of red flags. You got to be honest with you. And then you got to work on that. You got to address that. You got to fix that. And when you do that, that's when you on the right path. And that's when, even though a grown boy approaches you, you can recognize him, see him, cut him off and say, you got the wrong one, baby. I know that you say you got the right one, baby. You got the wrong one, baby. Because I'm not what you thought. Yes, I might be a shade darker than your video model, but I do not hate myself. I love myself. I look good. And yes, I might be a couple extra pounds over or under, but I look good. You see what I'm saying? You got to know who you are. Know what you bring to the table. You got to allow him to court you so that you could see if he a grown man or a grown boy. You got to watch his actions. You got to let him take the first step to see if he wants you, if he gonna pursue you, if he chasing you, or if he wants you to chase him and cater to him and feed him and follow him around and be his do girl. You got to pay attention to that, and that's what's gonna let you know. Hey, this Tony Gaskins. I done went way too long. My car probably done stalled out there. God bless you. We'll talk soon.